Have you ever considered that money, often seen as mere paper and coins, might actually be a flowing spiritual energy? That's right, an energy that dances in and out of our lives, shaping our experiences, opportunities, and even our happiness. In this video, we're setting the stage to unfold this transformative perspective. Segment 1. Understanding money as energy. Money is an essential aspect of our lives, and it is much more than just a physical object that we use to buy and sell goods and services. It is a form of energy that flows and changes based on our beliefs, thoughts, and intentions. When we have a positive relationship with money, we are more likely to attract it into our lives. And when we have a negative relationship with it, we may find ourselves struggling to make ends meet. Our thoughts and beliefs about money can have a significant impact on our financial situation. If we believe that money is scarce or hard to come by, we may unconsciously limit our ability to earn and attract it. On the other hand, if we believe that money is abundant and available to us, we are more likely to take action to create financial abundance in our lives. Our intentions also play a role in our relationship with money. If we set clear and specific intentions around money, such as saving for a down payment on a house or investing in a business, we are more likely to achieve those goals. It's important to remember that money is a tool that can help us achieve our goals and live the lives we want. By cultivating a positive relationship with money, we can attract more of it into our lives and use it to create the life we desire. This means letting go of any negative beliefs or thoughts about money and focusing instead on the positive aspects of it. By doing so, we can create a more abundant and fulfilling life for ourselves and those around us. Segment 2. The spiritual perspective on wealth. This is the idea of viewing money through a spiritual lens. This perspective can completely transform our relationship with wealth and abundance. Instead of seeing money as a cold, hard resource, we can start to see it as a powerful tool for positive change. By adopting a spiritual view of money, we can start to see it as a form of energy that flows in and out of our lives. This means that we can learn to cultivate a positive relationship with money rather than feeling stressed or anxious about it. When we view money in this way, we can start to see how it can be used to support our values and help us live a more fulfilling life. When we view money through a spiritual lens, we can start to see how it can be used to make a positive impact in the world. We can use our wealth to support causes that we are passionate about and to help those in need. This can give us a sense of purpose and fulfillment that goes beyond material possessions. Ultimately, by seeing money as a spiritual force, we can learn to use it in a way that aligns with our deepest values and aspirations. Segment 3. Money as universal energy. Money is a form of energy that we use in our daily lives. It is a tool that allows us to exchange goods and services with one another. When we have money, we have the ability to access the things we need and want. This is why it is often said that money is power. But money is not just a physical object or a number in a bank account. It is a form of energy that flows through the world, connecting us to each other and to the resources we need. When we use money to buy something, we are transferring energy from ourselves to the seller. And when we earn money, we are receiving energy that we can then use to power our own lives. In this way, money is like a battery. It stores energy that can be used to power our actions and decisions. And just like a battery, money can be charged and depleted. When we save money, we are charging our battery. When we spend money, we are depleting it. Of course, money is not the only form of energy in the world. There are many other forms of energy, such as the energy of the sun, the wind, and the earth. But money is a unique form of energy because it is a human creation. It is a way for us to harness and direct the flow of energy in the world. And like all forms of energy, it is a powerful tool that can be used for good or ill. Segment 4. Aligning with abundance. When we view money as energy, it changes our relationship with wealth. It's no longer just about accumulating as much as possible, but about aligning our actions and values with our financial goals. This perspective encourages us to focus on creating value and building meaningful relationships, rather than simply chasing after a bigger bank account. By recognizing that money is a form of energy that flows through our lives, we can learn to harness its power in a way that supports our well-being and the greater good. This means using our financial resources to invest in ourselves, our communities, and the world around us. It also means being mindful of how we earn, spend, and save our money, and making choices that align with our values and priorities. Ultimately, viewing money as energy invites us to cultivate a more holistic and intentional relationship with wealth. It's not just about having more, but about using what we have in a way that aligns with our deepest aspirations and contributes to a more just and sustainable world. By embracing this perspective, we can transform our relationship with money from one of scarcity and stress to one of abundance and purpose. Segment 5: Law of Attraction and Wealth. The concept of money as a dynamic energy that connects us all is a powerful way to view it. This perspective encourages us to see beyond the physical notes and coins, and instead focus on the flow of money and how it impacts our lives and the lives of those around us. When we see money in this way, we can begin to understand the importance of using it in a responsible and mindful way. In various cultures and philosophies, this understanding of money and wealth has been central to their teachings. For example, in many Eastern philosophies, the concept of chi or prana is central to their understanding of the flow of energy in the universe. This energy is seen as flowing through all living things, and money can be seen as a form of this energy. By using money in a positive and responsible way, we can help to increase the flow of this energy in our lives and in the world around us. Similarly, in many indigenous cultures, the concept of wealth is not just about material possessions, but about the health and well-being of the community as a whole. In these cultures, the accumulation of wealth is not seen as an end in itself, but as a means to support and strengthen the community. By using our wealth to help others, we can create a more positive and abundant world for everyone. In conclusion, the perspective of money as a dynamic energy that connects us all is a powerful way to view this important aspect of our lives. By understanding the flow of money and using it in a responsible and mindful way, we can help to create a more positive and abundant world for ourselves and for future generations. Segment 6: Emotional Intelligence and Financial Reality. Emotional intelligence is the skill that is essential when it comes to managing our finances, because our emotional responses to money can have a significant impact on our financial decisions and overall financial well-being. For example, if we experience fear or anxiety when it comes to money, we may be more likely to avoid dealing with our finances altogether. This can lead to missed opportunities for saving or investing, and can even result in financial difficulties due to neglecting bills or financial obligations. On the other hand, if we feel excitement or joy when we think about money, we may be more likely to make impulsive or risky financial decisions that could ultimately lead to financial strain. By understanding our emotional responses to money, we can learn to manage them in a way that supports our financial goals. This might involve developing strategies for dealing with financial stress, seeking out support from a financial advisor or therapist, or practicing mindfulness and self-care to help regulate our emotions. Ultimately, by cultivating emotional intelligence around our finances, we can make more thoughtful and intentional decisions that set us up for long-term financial success. Segment 7: Shifting Mindsets and Practices. Central to transforming our relationship with money is shifting our mindset from scarcity to abundance. This means focusing on the resources and opportunities we have, rather than the limitations. It's about recognizing that there is enough to go around, and that we are capable of creating the financial future we desire. One powerful tool for making this mindset shift is visualization. By taking the time to imagine and really see ourselves in our desired financial future, we can begin to bring it into reality. This might involve picturing yourself debt-free, financially independent, or able to afford the things you've always wanted. The more vividly and frequently you visualize this future, the more it becomes a possibility. In addition to visualization, there are many other practices we can adopt to cultivate a more abundant mindset around money. This might include practicing gratitude for the money we do have, focusing on our strengths and abilities rather than our shortcomings, and taking small steps towards our financial goals every day. By making these shifts in our mindset and actions, we can create a more positive and empowered relationship with money. Segment 8. Practical application of spiritual wealth. As we make a consistent effort to implement these practical steps and energy practices, we do more than just improve our financial situation. We are also taking active steps to transform our energetic signature, which is the unique energy that we emit into the world. This energy can have a profound impact on our lives, including our financial success. When we focus on cultivating a positive and abundant mindset, we begin to resonate with abundance on an energetic level. This means that we attract more abundance into our lives, including financial abundance. We become more attuned to opportunities and resources that can help us improve our financial situation, and we are better able to attract and maintain wealth. At the same time, we're also transforming our relationship with money. Instead of seeing it as a scarce resource, we start to see it as a tool that can help us achieve our goals and live the life we desire. We become more mindful of our spending habits and make more conscious choices about how we use our money. This, in turn, can lead to greater financial stability and security. In short, by applying practical steps and energy practices, we are not only improving our financial situation, but we are also transforming our energetic signature and our relationship with money. This can lead to greater abundance, prosperity, and overall well-being in our lives. Money is a powerful force in our lives, and it's important to recognize that it is an extension of universal energy. When we view money in this way, we can interact with it from a place of strength, respect, and wisdom. We can begin to understand that money is not something to be feared or hoarded, but rather something to be respected and used wisely. By recognizing the spiritual nature of money, we can start to see it as a tool for growth and abundance in our lives. We can use it to create positive change in the world, to support ourselves and our loved ones, and to pursue our dreams and passions. When we view money in this light, we can begin to attract more of it into our lives, and we can use it in a way that aligns with our values and our purpose. I encourage you to share your thoughts, experiences, and insights on viewing money as a spiritual energy in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about how we can use money in a way that is aligned with our values and our purpose, and how we can create a world that is abundant in wealth and spirit. If you found value in this message, please like, share, and subscribe for more content designed to transform your life through spiritual and practical insights. Together, we can continue to grow, learn, and create a world that is abundant in every way. Thank you for watching. Remember, your journey to financial well-being begins with a shift in perspective.